good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am your host, Data T, and this is my channel, The Good Guys. Guys, today's story comes out of Houston, Texas, by oh my, okay? And the title reads, Daycare employee claims her ex had been stalking her before shootout in Southeast Houston. The Houston Police Department says. Wow, let's see what that is about. But before we do, guys, if you don't mind leaving a like, a comment, subscribe. Remember, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and I would appreciate your help in getting there. I know with your help we can get there. Guys, you guys also can hit me on Twitter, on minds.com, and even on Truth Social. So, let us begin.
Jonathan, good morning to you. We do want to let you know right off the top, however, that there were no children present when this happened. This actually took place just before the daycare opened up for business. The area is now safe. Police tell us the victim and the suspect had been in a relationship, but that relationship was over. However, police say the daycare employee told her boss that the ex had been stalking her.
I was up drinking coffee. I just heard shots.
Around 7 this morning, the sound of gunfire filled the air around this daycare on Ricky Street. Right Fit Kids Academy was not open yet, so no children were around. Police say a worker had just pulled into the parking lot when her ex-boyfriend stopped in front of the daycare. Apparently, he had a gun and approached the woman in the parking lot. The woman also had a gun, and police say she used it to defend herself.
Believed to be ex-boyfriend showed up. They got into a confrontation. Shooting happened between them. And right now, both the complainant and a suspect are at the hospital with gunshot wounds.
So, let's stop it there, guys. Okay? First, I always like to say and talk to men about this because I cannot stand when men do this. Okay? If you are involved with a lady and she calls it quits, you can call it quits too, guys. Okay? Nobody, I know there's in certain cases there's children involved, stuff like that, but man, no man should be getting involved with a woman and then it comes to shots, to gunfire, or even domestic abuse. It should not get there at all. Okay? Guys, my goodness, walk away. All right? And, I hate to see this from men, okay? Men should not be doing this. If he had a temper, if he had issues, man, the last thing you do is you bring your firearm to that situation, okay? You preclude yourself, get out of there, don't even start it, okay? But I will say something also. For the particular lady, I understand that in this case it could be a he said, she said, and I want people to think about this. What if he did come to her? Maybe there is a child involved. Maybe he comes there, he talks to her, and let's say his guy carries his gun all the time, and let's say she was the one who drew on him, so he returned fire. We don't know. Okay, we don't know, guys. I know most people will always side with the female in this case and say, oh, she was the one, especially if she's going to say, hey, this person is stalking her. My first question to her will, did you file a police report? No, you didn't. Then I don't believe you. Okay? That's where I'm coming from now. Okay? We cannot allow these women, okay, and there's good women too, don't get me wrong, okay, to come out here and say things and then not have paper to back it up. You say you've been abused, I want a police report. You say you've been stalked, I want a police report. I want an order from the judge that says this joker cannot come near you. I need something in order to believe you, okay? And that's for men and women, but especially women because they lie. All right. So now let's address the other issue. So let's say if the woman was the one who had to defend herself, kudos to her for having her firearm. Okay. Either way, both of these individuals, I don't have a problem that they have a firearm. But guess what? One may have felt threatened by the other. And especially if they're both been romantically involved, which is what they said here. Okay, and they both know that each other carries. Who knows? They could have. It could have been a situation where somebody got a little too hyped, and they shot each other. Okay, it's very sad, in my opinion. All right, but these two individuals shot each other. Both went to the hospital. Okay, luckily there was no children involved. Okay, and things like this can happen. Self-defense, whoever you argue for, whether it be the man's side or the woman's side, is not always so clean. Sometimes you may not get out of there unscarred. This is the reality. This is why we have other tools besides your firearm. You may have to, I don't know about you, but I carry a tourniquet every day. I carry sometimes these bullet holes, these patches, okay, that, chest seals, okay? People carry those too, believe it or not, every day. Okay, we call it an EDC. It's our everyday carry, and I don't have an issue with that, and I think most people will do that, but should do that. But guess what? Another layer of responsibility. And sometimes people do not want that. Let's finish up the story, guys.
Police tell us the woman is in stable condition. The suspect is said to be in critical condition. Police tell us the two fired multiple rounds at each other. Residents here were shocked to learn about the violence, but relieved to hear that the daycare was not open for business when the shooting started.
This happened prior to any of the kids showing up. As far as no kids were even here when everything happens.
Police tell us that they don't know if this victim had filed any sort of restraining order against that ex-boyfriend, something that they are definitely looking into. Meanwhile, we are told that ex-boyfriend now faces charges of aggravated assault of a family member, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and being a felon in possession of a firearm. Reporting live, Jeff Ealing, ABC 13, Eyewitness News.
Well, that says something there, right?
I'm Jasmine, and TikTok.
That says something. Well, this guy was a felon, okay, and he shouldn't even had a firearm in the first place, okay. In some cases, guys, I'll tell you, if you have completed your sentence from jail, I am from the opinion that you should get your rights restored. I want them to be functioning members of society. So everything that you lost when you went inside, you should get back. Okay, and I would honestly say, because we want them to be productive. Okay, that's a separate issue. But guys, what do you guys think in this particular event? Looks like the lady got a critical wound. She may have been able to shoot first, but then in the end, this guy shot her too. So I think it's sad all the way around. I'm glad this happened hours before the daycare. I hope it wasn't a situation where she decided to meet him there, but probably not. It was more likely he knew where she worked and he came there. Okay. Domestic disputes, they are very dangerous. So guys, in this case, I can't tell who's the good guy, and that does happen sometimes. Okay, but I'm sure there's a good guy among them. We just don't know who that is right now, and I'm not going to say it was the lady. Not right now. All right, anyway, guys, if we think about this even further, we know that people should have guns. Men, women should all have guns, because good guys need to be able to protect themselves and their family members. And if good guys do nothing, if good men do nothing, if good women do nothing, there will be no good guys.